Hello, and welcome back once again to Jeff Finnegan's Wake, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Finnegan's Wake to you one page at a time, one day at a, time. It's a book by James Joyce, originally published in 1939. It's pretty much pure gibberish, from what I can tell. Maybe I'm not smart enough to understand, but anyway, this is page number 343 of the book, Finnegan's Wake. Here we go. Malaise after the poignancy of Orangultonia orients by way of Sagittarius towards Draco on the lure. And you Collier karst on him, the Corsair, with Boyle, Burke, and Campbell. I'll go gamble on Strangbone's tomb. You had just been cerberating a camp to St. Sepulchre's march through the army mons through retreat, with the boys all marshaled, scattering giants' hail over Curseway. Fellowed along the route by the stenchions of the corpse. Tell the cold spells tareth, if you please, Comey lad. Perfides Albionius, think some ingain think, as T-Court Terrier sate over the Galwegian Kaftan, for when Orops and Asas were Chuldrangs and Micromacries. A forward movement, miles na Bogaline and Despatch. But, slinking his coat sleeves surtout over his squad mutton shoulder, so as to loop more life the jauntly man, as he sensed the Angretet behound their whole scoop China's desperate noise toltage, and explaining apostoliately how Astulu was Valdesombra Below's hero, and he was in a great estate Fopier and Erixician on the Sosputupal side of him, made him spoil a priori his Popoportiums. Yes, Zottenzor, I don't think I did not, Jor. Never you bother me, for I scout it, think you. Ix nix on nix, greatas sketscooptar, me full the raw lottie in the spirit of a scraps. Of all the cuirasses, and all the queermen in the tragados of those antients on their grand oper, that sound of a gunong with his sabathopolettes smoking his scandalous at both ends of him. Foin Duhans, I grand thinked after his obras after another time about the itch in his egundum he was legging boldy-lugged from some pulversporix and liaking for a stool easy for to nemesis splotch all franca, and for to salubrate himself with an ultradung's heavenly mass at his base by a supreme pompship corams this perished popes, the reverend and all-avered Cromlex, and when I heard his lewd brogue reciping his cheaterie ghost beds to sentry and santry and sentry and suntry, I thought he was only Haftara having after his brokeforths, but be the homely Churapovdas I no sooner seen a gist of his frightnessness than I was bibbering with veer a few versets off fooling for Fjorg, my fifth foot of manifest, 'tis obedience and thee. Flute! And yes, it does end, it's the word flute with an exclamation point. Flute! That is page number 343 of the book, Jeff Finnegan's Wake. Coming up on a year of this, so salute myself. I think it's March when I started this one, early March. Well, it'll be about page 367, so it was 43, so Yeah, 24 days or so. So, anyway, have a great evening. Yeah.